Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Guys, seven deadly sins. Um, I was gonna use my seven deadly sin character, but the fighting style for the axe characters are so trash that I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. But yeah, regardless, we have a very weird episode with Meliodas getting captured relatively easy, and after getting captured, just practically being unable to use even some of his most powerful moves inside to get out, which, in my opinion, is kind of weird. Like, he's ridiculously strong, but it kind of just goes to show you what type of, ridiculous powers these commandments have, and that they still should not be like just looked down on, because regardless of how weak one might be compared to the other, they still have these ridiculous like techniques that clearly put them on a higher playing field, or at least an evening one, to be in a better position than they were, because this girl and her friend uh they got bopped pretty easily by Bond and Escanor. So to know that she's still alive, and that she pretty much is still capable of doing something worth, like stopping high level characters, it's pretty crazy to know that, she's already lost or whatever. But regardless of that fact, she puts Meliodas in some dark cocoon that, for one, he can't break out of. Two, uh, it's draining him of energy, and while that energy is being drained, it's being inputted into a giant, or it was being input into multiple skeletons and then a giant one. So, yeah, there's that. And the skeletons, like, all of them were pretty much just lackluster skeletons until they got more and more of Meliodas' actual power. And bing, boom, you're looking at a absolutely terrifying army of, demon-powered, crazy people running after you. So, regardless of what you do, you're going to break the skeletons, and they're still gonna come back with Meliodas' type of power, and they're possessed ghosts. So after gaining all the power of Meliodas, they pretty much became even more crazed and hungry for, revenge and stuff like that. So by taking over Diane once they were leaving the skeleton body and, fleeing, they wind up in Diane's body of all people, who, if they could actually fully control her, Merlin actually considers taking her life, just like absolutely destroying her, because of how dangerous it is to let someone like her at her power level of like 48k to just be, running wild and swinging and dancing on them like it's nothing. So I thought that was an interesting way to, not only is this girl deadly in the grand scheme of, she like takes souls and put souls into bodies that are already gone, resurrect the dead. So, I mean, literally resurrect the dead, not just, oh, I'm gonna take this soul, and just put them out there and they just come back from wherever. No, they bring the actual person with his mind and everything attached, but mostly it's feeding off of the wrath and the like the anger that they are dead and they want revenge. So to think that all of this is taking place and everybody's fighting these skeletons, Diane's possessed, we then get to see a person who really does not need to be near the battlefield at all, seeing how as soon as Elizabeth's eye manifests, she dies within like 3 days. So we also saw it where she died without even it manifesting. So in my opinion, we definitely should not be chancing it, or Elizabeth should not be chancing it. But it makes sense that she would do this. Not only is Diane in trouble and being possessed by something she can like, that the elf, or not, yeah, the elf king's sister can sense from all the way where they are. Um, it comes to the conclusion of like, okay, so if she can sense that, and she's a part of, it's mostly I think because she's a part of this commandment. The only reason why Elaine is alive is because this person brought her back. She's another one of those reasons of just bringing full body people back in the right body of their soul. I am just interested in the grand scheme of what's and how is Meliodas and Elizabeth going to break this curse without straight up losing their lives. We saw that Meliodas and Elizabeth both tried to go against their respected higher ups and got absolutely bodied. So what's the change now? What is the approach to gain anything worth talking about to fight the kings of the Underlord and Valhalla? So Seven Deadly Sins definitely is pushing it to the limit. I feel like we're definitely getting a lot of closure, or not closure, but understanding where closure should come from. One thing being Meliodas' own death, pretty much, from breaking the curse to now finding out, what what the heck was going on. We still don't really know what was going on 3,000 years ago in the grand scheme of why the devils and angels even had a war in the first place, besides just it being maybe a natural thing for them to fight and hate each other. I don't know, but hopefully they explain it, and there hopefully is a good reason. But regardless, I think it also has to do with Meliodas and Elizabeth being together. Like, one of your kind messed up my kind, and one of your kind messed up ours. Oh, no, our kind couldn't have did that. It was your kind. No, it was yours. And then we have a war. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but regardless, I want to hear your guys' opinion. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. I am y'all boy, the Anime G, and I definitely plan to talk to you sooner than later. So with all that being said, talk to you very soon, everybody. Peace.